This is another reason that I think about the Matrix. This was footage from France last night when we was examining the moon in the sky, because the moon looked like the sun in the sky. It had two bright objects on both sides. It had like one over here on this side and one over here on this side. And it was 1 o'clock in the morning. You can see the timestamp right here. 1:20, I don't know, 1:23, let's see what it is, 23:27. We was watching it, and all of a sudden there was a bright orange flash that had occurred. And we were trying to get to the bottom of it. We were. So we did a live stream, and I went back and I looked at it. It may not look so, look how orange the moon looks right there. So I had slowed it down. We were looking at France, specifically this place right here. On the webcam taxi, it was a live stream. And we were watching the moon. You see, they had a lot of stuff like this. You can see the two objects to both sides of the moon last night. And we wanted to try to find, what these objects right here were, because it reminded us of the sun, and you can see the orangish glow and stuff like that. And we never were able to get it while we were on live, but then I had went back. You see, look, this is what happens. Okay, I'm moving it. I put it super, super slow. So let's see if we can get it to happen again. I want you to see. I got to go really slow, you all. So real, real slow. First it goes orange. It went orange. This is last night while we was watching it. It did a flash. And we thought, what on earth? And I thought, well, are we seeing things? We weren't seeing things. This is what happened. Someone said, oh, well, it's just a technical difficulty. Okay, well, let's look. So I drag this a little more. You can see what happens. You can still see the moon back there. And you can see a lighter shade. Hello. Okay, I'm drag it slowly, and then it goes again. I'm still going forward. It's still 1:23 and 27 seconds in the morning. It's still that time, but the moon, look at the moon, it's orange. And then it goes back to normal, but you can see an orangish hue around it, and you can still see the two objects to the side. See, that was what was strange. And if we were to go back and we were to look, we were trying to get it, but we couldn't. This is what it did. Like this. It was only for a split second. Hello. For a split second, because you can see it stayed at 1:23:27. I put it super, super slow. And only for a split second. Let me make sure I've got this on here. I've got my touch screen, plasma screen, only for a split second. Did the flash occur? And it was a bright orange. And we thought it came from the tower. We really did. So I'm trying to drag it. And we're going to see it again, you all. It's like it reminds me of the Matrix. See, look, it's the moon. The moon. The bottom part is now lit up, but then it's dark up there at the top. Then it's like, it was so bright. It was as if it was the sun up there. Oops, I'm dropping my cell phone, you all. That's what's happening. I'm dropping my cell phone. But if I wanted to show that, if you watched that video last night, because it was wild. It really was so wild. This is what happened. This is the flash that came. Instead of like a solar flash, we had a lunar flash of orange. A lunar flash of orange that happened in France. The sky went dark. Then you can see. See, look at that. Look how. Ask yourself, how could that moon turn orange? How could it? It was white. How could it turn orange during the solar flash, the lunar flash? What would cause it to turn orange? And you know it has an orangish hue up there around it. I've often seen the moon in the sky before on full moon nights. There was a dark reddish orange like entity, like round entity behind the moon. and all the clouds gather around for like some type of initiation in the sky. I'm serious. I'm not making this up. I felt like an initiation ceremony, a ritual, or something on a full moon night was playing out in the sky when I saw the reddish orange, like this right there, behind the moon in the sky when the clouds came. And it was, you all. It was that color. Which way am I going? Okay, I'm going. Let's go back. It was that color right there. See right there, that's the color that's up in the sky. What if this right there, this color, let me just say it. What if this color right here is truly the color of the moon right there? And the big bright, because you know we can't look at the moon. If you try to take a picture of the moon with just your cell phone, you ain't going to get no good picture. You're not. You're going to get a big old light bulb. You're not going to be able to hone in. Only, even if you do like the YouTube app and stuff, you can put it in the inverted mode. We've done it before, but I had to put it in the inverted mode and zoom up as far as I could. You can see that. But if you try to look at any detail of the moon with your cell phone now, no, it's a big light bulb. And it kind of reminds me of the sun. The sun's like a big light bulb. It hurts your eyes. You can't even look at it. And the moon itself, this was the moon itself in France last night. So that's what makes me think of the Matrix again, because I've thought of the Matrix the one time in San Francisco, the green screen Matrix. It literally did. All it had, if you haven't seen we did a live stream of San Francisco on the live webcam. The green screen appeared, and listen to this. Okay, now that we got it. The green screen, remember if you watched that video of the Matrix in San Francisco, the bottom half of the screen was green screen like this. It was during the daytime, and the top half was like gray. And where there were to be buildings, there was just a silhouette, like a telephone pole. It was only a drawn out a line of where the telephone pole would be. And the sole object with the green down here and the gray up there that appeared was an image of a bird, which it didn't look like a bird. It looked computer generated. It flew into the gray area where the telephone pole was supposed to be, and there was a light. And then it exited. Hello there, Naruka. Then it exited the telephone pole area, even though you couldn't see the telephone pole. It was a gray sky. This was the only object that was moving with the gray at the top and the green screen at the bottom. It exited the spot where the pole is supposed to be. First, a black cube appeared and the bird came out. And then as the bird went a little bit further on the screen, then the image of the telephone pole came out. That was the first time. It was mind-blowing about the Matrix. And as we get here now, I'm reminded of the Matrix again, but this was a lunar flash at nighttime with the orange that flashed up. And now we got an orange moon right here. I think it's all tied together. There's something really strange going on in the world, you all. And I thought The Matrix was just a movie. I did. That's one of the theories I have. Do I think about The Matrix all the time? No, I don't. But when I see things like this is during a live stream last night. We slowed it down. We was trying to figure out what was to the side of this moon on both sides. It could have reminded us of the sun. It was so bright in the sky. Yeah, so let's look. So I'll drag it a little bit more, just a tad bit, and then this is what happened. It was a super bright orange, and this right here doesn't do it justice. You can watch the live video, slow it down. You'll see the orange flash that occurred, and look at that. Down at the bottom, then you have like an orangish hue of the moon, and then really you have the reddish orange hue of the moon, just like that, in the bottom half. And then as we progress, everything is back to normal. This is the live stream last night. Remember the orange? If you're just tuning in, that's why I think The Matrix. That's what I think about it. This is like another part of the Matrix. If there is a Matrix, this is like evidence of it right here. And it's not just a camera glitch. I mean, if it is a Matrix, they've done a wonderful job in, creating all the imagery and stuff. It's because it's real world looking. I wouldn't like to think that I'm in a Matrix. I wouldn't. because that's not very nice to think I'm just a hologram or I'm just living on a computer board, a motherboard, and the motherboard is shorting out, or if the sky all around us is a matrix. And what happens if one day that matrix falls? What happens when the matrix collapses or the veil is dropped completely and we see the sky and all the surroundings for what it is? Will it be horrific? Will it be beautiful? Will we even be able to handle it, you all? This is last night's video that we did. Are we living in someone's mind? Now, see, Kenneth, honey, that's even wilder. We're a figmentation of one's imagination. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. Oh, my goodness gracious. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you all, please give this video a thumbs up. So this is, I just wanted to get on here just really briefly. I've got a few things I need to do. But I wanted to show this last night, but it was too late at night, 11 o'clock at night. I think, Gina, honey, you're going to go to sleep. I'm going to go to sleep. So, yeah, you all, that's what I wanted to show. And I am going to go. So this was from last night, and I hope to see you later. But this is the orange flash from last night, right here. The moon. It's like a matrix or something. So, let's see. Yeah, they say there's comets passing and stuff. There's a lot of things going on in the world. There's too much to cover for one individual. Really, I mean, we all could cover the same thing, and then we'd all be like the news. We really would be. All the news channels repeat the same stories. Have you noticed it, the main news channels? Well, what if all the YouTube channels did the same? They all reported on the same thing. You turn to one thinking you're going to hear something different, a different topic. No, you don't. You hear the same topic, but delivered in a different way, but it's still the same topic. Yeah, but that's okay, you all. We just need to continue to be aware that our world is changing and that there's lots of things going on in all facets of society there is. So with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello, from my heart to yours. Love you. Have a wonderful rest of your afternoon. I hope to see you all later. Love you.